Back with you, Jim Daniels, AI Trading Futures, the only channel like it on the internet. It's going to take everybody a while to catch up with me if they want to copy this format. I'm a year in the making. It's going to take a little while for them to write that Python scripting, Pine scripting, JSON, Zapier, text files, all the writing that you got to do to get to that stuff. So I'm going to turn them all to mute. I'm watching Mike Swartz and Pat Whelan over there today. Keep them on the sidebar. AI also, Grok 4, it's the best. She's listening to the top 4 traders that I really respect just for sentiment, when they're going in trades, what are they talking about for the market? And she condenses that down into relative information where I don't have to listen to them. We might be legging down here again. I'm liking it, but we're going to need to get some momentum. I really want to see a big spike. If we do, I'm going to jump on it. I got my mouse over there ready, waiting, and willing. Please like and subscribe, guys. Comment down below. You got any questions? You got anything you want me to try? You got anything, hey, Jim, why don't you do this? Or, hey, I really wish some of you guys say, hey, Jim, this is what I use to stay in trades longer. I like to use a clean ASCII to stay in trades longer. And like this one here is very clean. You know, so big run right there. That would have been a nice break of that high to the break of this low. 42 points right there of clean ASCII runs. And there's nothing wrong with that. Learn your ASCII candles. Some of you might just want to put a few micros down in here. Rode that 5 EMA up, never came down close to that 10 EMA. That's a beautiful run. The setup is you come in, you bull flag, you have a doji on your ASCII. Then when the next candle breaks that doji, you could add a couple of contracts. When the next candle breaks the top of that one, you could add a couple of contracts. So you could DCA in a few runs. You could keep DCA in as long as your top wicks exceed the previous top wick, and your bottom flats do not exceed the next bottom flat. You could keep DCAing in. Like each one of these, you could add a contract, add a micro, add a micro, add a micro, add a micro, and because you'd be having confirmation each one, confirmation. Here's your rollover, a lower high, and then when that body broke your previous flat top, that would have been your trailing stop. So there you go. That's an educational piece, Grok. That's how I would trade the ASCIIs. And some of you may say, well, then why don't you do it, Jim? Because I'm old school, and I'm a retired championship sports car racer. I like the action. And when I'm trading my cash account, I put a lot more contracts at play. Go back and watch my $50,000 week last week. You know, I had one of my best days on my cash account last week. Take a peek at that. That's Ninja Trader. Earned 10K in one day on October 3rd. Here we go. Are we going to absorb this? I don't know. Oh, I'm not on the 30s. See, I missed this one. Not on the 30s. The VWAP rejection is real. The break of this previous candle, if we have momentum, I'm going to take the short. Let's wait for it here. I'm going to take the short right there. Might be ill-advised. No, it's not. Took out another 500. All right, let me explain that play to you. This is a VWAP rejection. It's the second time. So this is the top, double top, right? Right? My technical people that's out there. That's a top, and then it's doing it at the VWAP. VWAP's very powerful no matter which side you're on. It's one of my favorite plays. And so we had mounting volume pressure. This is your volume pressure indicator from Bookmap, right? We got Bookmap running in the background if we want to go out and look at liquidity zones and things like that, which that's not what we're trading today because we're just been in a chop sideways market. But anyway, we had that big imbalance. You just seen, rewind the video, had that big imbalance. And at the same time we had that imbalance, we were coming down off the VWAP. So that's the VWAP rejection. The sellers came in. And what I told you was if we break this body's wick, I'm going to take that trade. I took that trade. I pulled out those points. And so on the day now, we're 37.10, pushing that 4,000 mark, $9,000 in profit on 19 trades, 26 total trades, 51.50 total profit, 38.50 losses. Hadn't had any losses, knock on wood, in just a little bit. And that should only be about $3,000. My losses should be 6 at 500, but I had that $1,700 loss in there because my ego got in the way. So don't let that happen to you. But there we are. We're trying to get on the leaderboard today. I think we're doing pretty good, 37.10. The account now has 54,835. So I put 48.35 in the account in 2 days. Still selling here, y'all, but I'm out of it. I don't want to chase, so I'm going to wait for another signal. Yeah, let's wait for a second. That is a big level right here. That's your 4-hour level. I'm going to take it. That's a breakdown of your 4-hour level. See green, take green. As soon as we get some green, we're going to get out of this trade. Running out of steam. I might have to take a little loss here. We got absorption from the buyers. All right, I took another 400 out right there. So now we're real close. Now, oh my goodness, I got slippage on that. Only $100. Y'all saw the 400. That's horrible. But anyway, I should have taken that at the break of the previous low on the volume. So that's a human error right there. So let me explain that to you. When this body looked like, because see, it wasn't a reversal because it broke, it could reverse later, but as soon as it breaks the previous wick, you know it's going to be a lower low, okay? So that's what you know. And then if you get the big volume low, you know that candle is going to start to extend. And I should have jumped in then. You can go back and look at how many seconds I delayed before I got in. That's the fighter pallet delay. You know, you have to get good at your video gaming. And so that's what this basically is, your video gaming with money. Not giving you advice. This is for entertainment, but I am showing you actually what I do. So, you know, it is what it is. Please subscribe and like. You know, I need all of that to build my channel. Share with your friends is just as important. And comment below. Things you might want me to try, questions you got. How does this work? I bet you would make more money if you did this. I really want to hear those kind of comments. You know, there's no dumb comment unless you're just going to troll me. But I'm self-deprecating, so I don't think you have much to troll. I'm telling you when I make a mistake and what I wish I'd have done better. Not telling you what you need to do, but I will tell you what I wish I would have done. And I had a couple big trades. If you go back and look at them that were exceptional, just fits my system perfectly. The break of the VWAP on a massive 16 million share impulse down, pulled $1,250 out of that. In case I haven't showed you, here's my day thus far. 9,100 profit, 5,250 total, 3,752 in the bank. Those 6 losses at 3,850. All right. Going overall market. Let's go to our 15-minute, take a peek. Selling off here for a while. Down at the bottom of the channel, we might be looking for a bounce. Okay, so we might be looking for a bounce. The areas to watch is going to be right in here. So that 180 area, if we take out that 180 area, then we could pull back to this OVWAP number. Look at this. This is kind of sky area here. There's really no support. The parabolical candles, we would fall back basically to this level. So the 53s. So I don't know where we're going to sell off to, but right now we do have more room to go down with a pretty big level right here. I'm going to prop a line on it. I think that we got to hold this level right here for support. I'm looking at that level of support. If we don't hold that level, then I'm looking at about this level right here on a 15-minute chart anyway. We'll go out to our 4-hour chart. And look here, 4-hour chart. We'll pop another line here. Those still are valid right in those areas. We could be here. And then we also could be, that's the green sky right there. But in this area, I'm seeing about in that area, about that. We're basically in a range of support right now from this range, from this area. In a range of support. I got them all marked out right here below us. Back to a 30-second chart. The bottom of the linear is also at one of those levels. So we've lost this top level already. I'm going to take that line out. I've already drawn that. We've lost that. Right now, I'm thinking I want the VWAP rejections. And I'm not really thinking about any longs, although I know the broader market is long. But I think, you know, bulls walk up the stairs and then bears jump out the window. The jumping out the window is how we made our money today. It's how we lost our money too. We'll be right back with you in the next video. This is AI Trading Futures, the only channel like this on YouTube. I'm Jim Daniels. Thank y'all for coming. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. I think you know how to help. Send some friends. That's the main thing. Send some friends. I'd like to get enough support where you guys say, Jim, do this live, and I'll go live. I'm all set up and ready to go. Be right back.